Hello, good morning, everyone. How are we feeling? Yes. All right. Now, we're not just going to be sitting down. We're going to be standing up. Would you mind? Please stand up. I know, reluctantly so, but thank you for humoring me. If you've sent a WhatsApp message on the way this morning as you jumped out of bed and your journey here, please take a seat. If you've sent a WhatsApp message over yesterday or the weekend, please take a seat as well. Wow. That's literally every single person in the room, or maybe those that are standing behind there. I think you're missing out. This crew is going to tell you that. So go in the next break, download WhatsApp, and check out what this thing is. But unsurprisingly, it is increasingly popular, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about, which is how WhatsApp is completely bringing in that new era of customer engagement, all the way through from connecting with your new customers to finding ways of delighting them along the journey, getting them to convert, and then servicing them exactly the way that they would like it to be. Now, let's listen to this. Is there sound? Could we play the sound? It's more fun with the sound. I can otherwise give you a voiceover of it, but it's more fun with the sound. No? All right. So what this is intended to show you is you can all visualize this really, really well. It is that waiting caller tune that you're on the phone on the other side of, and you're waiting for it to go on and on about, well, press this button, and actually, if you want to hear all of these options, go back right again to it. And then you're sitting there thinking, I've lost 45 minutes of my life. Is there a person at the end of this? Is there a solution to my problem? What is going on? This was me this weekend, the previous weekend, with a brand that I love, or shall I say, I loved. Now, that's our daily lives right now. We're just bombarded with messages and notifications across the board. There's marketing messages, servicing messages. If we take everything in aggregate, there's about 90+ notifications that are hitting us every single day across multiple channels. And what's our open rate? 5%. Less than 5% is our response rate to these messages that are coming to us. But if you think about it, there's actually been a quiet revolution that has gone in for a long time with messaging. If you think back to the last 10 years, SMS was at its absolute peak in 2012. Today, the number of messages that are sent via online messaging is actually 10 times that number. The average UK adult is sending 55 online messages a day versus 1 SMS in every 10 days. So when you look at online messaging, the reason that people love it, they love to communicate with businesses using that, is because it offers them convenience, trust, and personalization. And there's a bunch of metrics up here, all of which are 70% plus greater preference across these three dimensions. So if you take, for example, the research that we did with Kantar to look at if adults are messaging with a business, they are 70% more likely to actually trust that business that much more. So we are really talking about a paradigm shift that is happening here. There are 1 billion people that connect with businesses on our platforms every week. 600 million messages that are exchanged between people and businesses every single day. The number of businesses that are using business messaging and paid messaging has doubled year on year. If you look to the UK, 55% of adults are utilizing this every single week. And the UK is the fastest growing market globally for paid messaging outside of the US. Now, why is this happening? It's really simple. 3 big things that are shaping this. The first is, it's a two-way conversation. You're not just going to send a message out and never get anything back, which happens in your no-reply SMS. I mean, open your phone and look at how many unread text messages there are. It's multimedia, so it's no longer just a text message that you send. You can send videos and GIFs and pictures and make it that much more interactive. And finally, that's where customers are. So that's where businesses want to be as well. And businesses are finding that this is what is driving their growth. But to unlock this potential, we need to evolve our thinking from thinking about the customer journey as this linear marketing funnel that we're all so used to this kind of always-on customer life cycle that there are multiple interactions that you can be having and ways to engage your audiences all the way from discovery and identification to conversion to then post-purchase delight that we want our customers to have. Now, businesses are going to follow wherever the customer preference is, and it's really clear that customers are on WhatsApp. But businesses are seeing that they have higher order values, higher conversion rates, higher open rates, better return on ad spends when they are using WhatsApp. If you look at conversion rates, WhatsApp has more than 50% higher open rates and conversion rates compared to SMS, or 22% higher average order value. All of this data demonstrates the reasons that businesses are so interested and keen on WhatsApp business messaging. Grab a sip of water. So in summary, you really see that business messaging is present and is effective across all aspects of our customer journey. From growing that, your customer base from a click to WhatsApp perspective, or then actually taking it onwards further into looking at your marketing messages, which can bring more of your customers in, to looking at how do you create more customer wow points and delight points and resolving some of the pain points utilizing our servicing and authentication. So you look across the customer journey, and no matter which part of the funnel you're looking at, it really is about meeting the customer where it is, and business WhatsApp messaging can enable exactly that for you. When all of this kind of customer acquisition, the retargeting, the servicing, all of that exists on one persistent thread, that is exactly how brands can truly redefine the way in which we are connecting with our customers and that new era of customer engagement. Let's take a look.
It all starts with a tap, from discovery to instant decision.
Hi, I need to exchange my trainers as I've ordered the wrong size. Can you help?
Customer service that is fast, friendly, and served in a place we all know so well. With built-in authentication, it's easier to keep your customers safe with secure end-to-end encryption. Whether it's product drops, order updates, returns, account help, or just saying thanks. WhatsApp connects your brand to real people in real time.
This revolution has been happening in the emerging markets across the world for a while now. But we see that coming to the UK, we see that coming to more of the Western markets now. So if you take the example of Air France, which is the global travel airline, they have improved their business performance and their customer engagement by using a variety of templates and messaging on WhatsApp, where they are meeting the customer at every step of the way. So whether it is sending them marketing messages to think about what kind of upgrades might they be interested in, or offers, to then providing them servicing by answering any questions a customer has about a trip that they're about to take, or indeed providing that kind of utility to their customers by sending the boarding pass on WhatsApp, or telling them which baggage belt their bag is going to be arriving at. Or indeed, thinking about how are we going to then bring them back into the funnel and doing that two-way authentication to make sure that we know who that person is on the other side.
Show me one-way flight tickets for travel from Bangalore to Delhi for 12 September for one adult. Show me one-way.
I'm going to move it to the next so it can stop playing the video. But what you've just seen is actually something that is live with Indigo, which is an airline in India. And they have an end-to-end AI agent that is delivering all of the bookings for that customer. It went from an idea in the customer's mind to actually getting a flight booking at the end. And it really is, because business AI is going to sit behind WhatsApp as the surface, it enables you to think about training that AI on all of your catalog and services, freeing up your own team to focus on the higher value add, and you have the power to decide when and the agent is going to answer and handle that, to then when do you actually make that move to your team and a real human at the other end to answer this. So experience-led brands really lead with that. What matters to the people? What matters to the customers that they're building? And we know that by addressing the needs of these customers is when we're able to address the needs of businesses. We can do that by building trust, by unlocking new ways of finding customers and delivering that extra care to our customers more efficiently. So let's build that next era of customer engagement together. Thank you for your time. I am now delighted to have Kate Wynne-Jones join me on stage. Kate is an award-winning digital strategist with over 18 years of experience. As the Audience and Digital Strategy Director at Universal Music Group, Kate leads the audience division of the innovative Audience and Media Division, shaping the future of music marketing and engagement. Welcome, Kate.
Whatever I said, whatever I did, I didn't mean it. I just want you back for good.
Because I can stand here and tell you all about how great WhatsApp is, but it is only as good as what a customer has actually taken and done with it. So let's hear live from you. Really excited. Thank you so much for joining here today.
Thank you for having me.
Could you please tell us a little bit more about what you do?
Sure. I work for Universal Music UK, which is a recorded music record label. My responsibilities are looking after all of the digital marketing, community building, and direct-to-fan engagement for our artists in the UK and globally.
Amazing. So given as you are working so closely with the artists, what challenges do you think artists are facing in connecting with their audiences, with their fans? And what was that kind of light bulb aha moment that WhatsApp could be an answer for that?
Well, I'm sure we all experience it in our day-to-day lives, that actually really cutting through, really kind of having a connection with either a brand or, for us, an artist, can be so hard with such kind of choice paralysis in terms of so many platforms, so much content out there, and really wanting to foster that one-to-one relationship that you have with their music and that you have as a fan, and take that, have an amazing legacy of 30 years of, I don't know how many are fans here, but I certainly wasn't carbon dating myself as a 90s kid. But they have such an amazing legacy, and we knew that they had a huge fan base there. But it was really, how do we foster a much more kind of intimate relationship with them, a much more connected relationship with them for the most recent album, which was last year. The light bulb moment was that we could create a community that really felt exclusive and really felt like the closest you possibly could get to by using WhatsApp as a platform. So we actually started by identifying from the data we had across the Take That audience, our top 500 not customers, but certainly top 500 fans in the UK. And with each one of those fans, we actually shared a QR code that allowed them to join the WhatsApp group. Nothing else there, no information, just a message from Take That. It then meant that immediately Take That were in their kind of inbox, and they're in their contacts list, and they're on their WhatsApp. And we then shared a tiny bit of music with them. That 500 people then grew because they proliferated that across their Facebook groups, across their being able to share in WhatsApp, which was they're so native to them as a platform. That grew from 3,000, and towards the end of the campaign was 29,000.
Wow.
Without us really needing to do anything in terms of pushing that group at all. But it really made them feel as close as possible to the band, and really felt rewarded by giving those exclusive moments at the start of the campaign.
What a special experience as a fan to
Yeah.
have that, to have your favorite artists on WhatsApp with you.
We also, I think people really enjoyed having like Gary Barlow in their in their WhatsApp messages. So, so if anyone wants that, it's still there.
That's amazing. So you talked about Take That or any other artists. How have they utilized WhatsApp then to drive pre-orders, exclusive drops?
Well, I think, it starts with creating a really kind of nurtured, small, exclusive base of people who really love the artist. And it allows them, certainly we work with another artist called Jazzy, who's an amazing young female DJ from Dublin. She just finished a residency at Pasha. She's just coming into her kind of own in terms of like realizing how she wants to present herself as a person. And Instagram does a very good job of being able to showcase her artistry, but actually kind of getting behind the scenes a little bit and understanding a bit more of how she is as a person. WhatsApp allows her to share voice notes and to share kind of behind the scenes when she's going on stage at Pasha. And actually that's helped her in terms of her business drive more ticket sales and also more uplift across other platforms as well. So we're starting to see that in terms of conversion to streaming her tracks, as well as more kind of I guess, warmth to her and better sentiment across other platforms as an artist. And then going back to Take That, starting with that one snippet of music, we then built the campaign and built that audience on the platform into actually that being able to drop in the moments of being able to pre-order the album, the moments of the album being out. And then actually this year, they've just announced the Circus Tour, which is one of their biggest, most iconic tours. They're coming back with that next year. And they started again with a one image just dropped into the WhatsApp group of them reading a paper with the headline on. And that again has really driven a huge amount of sales for them from a ticket sales point of view.
That's really exciting. And I think if I reflect on all of the client conversations I'm having right now, it's when we mention WhatsApp, it is something that intuitively people are curious about and they get, interesting, that sounds like something that we could implement. But as a business, how did you decide which use case you should start with?
I guess it's about understanding where this fits in the cycle of an artist's conversation, and every platform has its value, and communities come together on every platform in different ways. And this really, we saw this as the genesis of where we could help drive conversation across other platforms as well. So the decision making was very easy because we could see that these would be our advocates that would then take the message elsewhere, and also we would then be able to reinforce some of that messaging using things like Reels and Instagram stories as a more enriching experience, or slightly much more kind of, I guess, elevated to an extent. But the fact that this cohort and community of fans felt like they were there first and could be part of that journey really helped perpetuate that conversation elsewhere as well.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And when the use case was clear and the technical implementations, how did you go about doing that?
Really simply, actually. Also, another point on that is that for us, WhatsApp is so critical because, obviously, from an artist's perspective, they're global. We're not just a UK business. It's not just about the UK fans. And whilst, obviously, we're based in the UK, we look at our artists as a global proposition. So having that reach and having that flexibility to use WhatsApp globally has been so critical to us. And we partnered with a really good tech partner that made it very simple from start to finish. I think Take That were the first artist to do it. We did it on, and it was a 6-week process, so it's very, very simple and easy to plug in.
That's amazing. So if you project out into the future, how do you see the role of WhatsApp business messaging evolving for the music industry more broadly, that always-on engagement? How do you see that?
I think, again, it's about more adoption for us, that being able to allow our artists to project in a way and speak to their really core community using really nice things like voice notes and video. That is a huge opportunity across more artists, but also the customer service experience. We're really excited about how that can really accelerate the path to purchase, if it is a purchase, or helping artists be able to communicate with their fans in a customer service experience that feels much more personal.
I think it is that combination of being a personal, authentic, it's in your phone, it's where you have your friends and family, and that is where also it's a place of business.
Yes.
But I think people have high standards and they rightly expect a lot from that kind of personalized channel, but WhatsApp does have the promise of delivering that.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for your time, Kate.
Thank you.
Grateful for it.
Hold. I'll join you. This is nice, isn't it? Sort of like Shruti's chat show. Yeah, I quite like this.
Yeah.
Thank you for clearing...
What questions can I ask?
Yes, I'm going to ask the questions here, actually. Thank you for clearing up the GIF thing as well.
Yeah,
if you think it's GIF...
That was on the fly.
Get out. Tickets for Circus Tour 26, people should come and talk to you in the break.
Yeah, totally.
You'll sort them out with that. When people think about AI and Meta, they're probably reading headlines about Oakley glasses and Ray-Bans and Meta and all the exciting things. You come and talk to us about messaging and WhatsApp, this sort of really foundational stuff. I guess why is that the bit that's really important to Meta as much as the whiz-bang flashy stuff?
Okay, interesting. We think about AI in 5 clear ways. The first one is how AI is helping us improve the advertising experiences by improving the content and the recommendation engine and so on. The second big place is the formats themselves and making the ad formats much more engaging. Imagine being able to question an ad for, well, I like what this is, but could we change the color of the trousers there and wear that? The third is business messaging, so that's where all of this fits in really clearly. The fourth one then is Meta AI and our AI assistants, and that is what will transform into agentic. And the fifth is the wearables, the incredible and fascinating. So that's, if people haven't gotten their hands on one, highly recommend it. It's just the coolest piece of tech you'll have, all of which is AI powered. So yeah love that.
And we've heard about timelines. I mean, I think you said 6 weeks, which isn't a long time at all. Advice for brands and agencies who are looking at this kind of stuff, thinking we're probably not doing things. What would you say to them? How can they best get involved?
I think start. Most of the newer technologies, we just need to dive straight in, because again, what we're building towards is that agentic future. And WhatsApp is a great way of providing that test bed of that real live conversations to happen. And that is all AI powered, and you can check for personalization and see how do users respond to this kind of messaging format and tone. How does that land? Or for example, are customers using it more for discovery, or do they actually come to this channel more for support, and they have lots of questions that they want to ask, and so on. So you can really experiment and build your way towards that agentic future. So I'd say please start the conversation with us. We're here to help. There are many routes to market. You can work with a tech partner. You can work with our in-house team. We can work with system integrators. So many routes to market and active conversations live right now.
Awesome. You can read all the playbooks you want. You've got to get stuck in a little bit more.
Exactly. Just get stuck in. Figure out which use case is the best for you. And it may be different to what works for the music industry, but that's the beauty of this. It is highly personalized.
Love it. Brilliant. Shruti, Kate, thank you very, very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.